Happy New Year to you all, and welcome to Violet's Handmade Story. We're not in the craft room today, we're in the snug. It's a bit more cosier in here to talk to you, and I thought it might make a change. So, I'm going to talk to you not so much about New Year's resolutions, but more New Year's possibilities. I've had an exciting development in the fact that I'm now graduated to be an holistic therapist. And through the course, we have been looking at all different ways to do some mindfulness and well-being through art. Just to be clear, I'm not an art therapist. It is a holistic creative therapist, which is slightly different in the fact that we do meditation and mindfulness by creating art. We're not trying to discover meanings in art, whatever you do. It's just to show you emotions through art and express yourself through art. So that could be either through sun play, music, meditation, poetry, and journaling. So anything to do with the arts, even scribbling, chalking, painting, clay. And I thought it'd be nice if I could offer a 4-week free course with some of those items included. If you're interested in this, then please leave the comments below and I'll sort something out. It won't be on YouTube though, it'll be on a different platform. And the other thing I thought we could probably do is we could do lessons on how to create a journal from beginning to end, how to embellish it, making it personal to you, or do some gratitude journaling followed by a visual meditation. And do some like little art activities beforehand. So anything that you think you might want to have a go at, just let me know and we can incorporate that into a 4-week course that is absolutely free. So that's one possibility for the new year. And I'll show you my certificate later on in this video. It's in the craft room, just to show that I am actually qualified to do this. The other thing I want to talk about is this book, The Artist's Way. Now, in the course, the Holistic Integrated Creative Arts Therapy course, they do recommend going through this book because if you feel like you want to create art but you feel like you're not good enough, or you've been told when you were younger that you weren't good enough and you can't possibly draw, you're not good enough for that, or you want to create but you just don't know where to start, then this book is there to stop any blockages, to clear any blockages in your creative abilities and to encourage you to just get on and create. And so it's a 12-week program. Now, I did this last year, but I was working at the time and then I was studying for my certificate, and I didn't really give it the time it required. So I did rush it and I didn't do all the tasks. It's written by Julia Cameron, and she does like a reflection, say in a chapter, and then she'll set tasks. But the underpinning of the book is morning pages and the artist's date. And I'm just going to share with you what I struggled with, and if you've read the book and done the exercises, then maybe you could let me know if I can do them any better or what you got out of it. So the morning pages, they're there to, the idea is that as soon as you wake up in the morning, before you interact with anybody, your mind's your own and you've got your thoughts in your mind, is to write down 3 A4 sides of paper, anything that comes into your head. It could be, I don't know what to write, and you could just keep pointing, I don't know what to write. Or it could be how you're feeling at that time. And it's there to clear the blockages so that the rest of the day you can be creative and be your own unique self. That's where I had a problem with that. I was doing it in the mornings and all I was tending to do was write about my dreams. I have lots of dreams every night. Vivid dreams. I've always had vivid dreams. I've quite a few in the night. And so when I was getting up doing the morning pages, I was writing about the dreams all the time, and I felt as if it wasn't doing any good for me. Now I wonder if other people do morning pages maybe in the afternoon. And I know what Julia Cameron's saying, by the afternoon you're full of ideas, you might have worries, you might get angry with somebody, you might be upset, and that'll influence your morning pages, so that wouldn't be ideal, I know that. But I was wondering maybe if I did it after I've woken up, had a bit of breakfast, a cup of tea, in that half an hour before you start your day, to do it then. But in my house, mornings are quite busy. Every minute is spoken for in the morning, so I really struggled with the morning pages, and I wondered if you've got any ideas or any advice for me with that. But when I did do it, and I was just writing about my dreams, I did feel better for it in the day, to be honest, because a lot of the feelings and emotions I have come through my dreams. But I don't know, I just felt as if maybe I'm not doing it right. But the other one, the artist state, Julia Cameron suggests that once a week you take your inner artist child out. You might want to visit a museum, a gallery, or just sit in the garden, or have time painting and drawing, just time with you and your artist inside. And to inspire you, like you might want to look around a museum or even visit a friend. It's just go out somewhere. And I found that easy to do because every other week I go to U3A. If you don't know what that is, it's Universal of the Third Age, and it's for people over 55. And you have lots of activities like singing. I go to the art one. There's walking groups, wine tasting, and all those things are an artist date. So I do that, and then the other week I will go around Nottingham City Centre looking in the art galleries, looking around the shops, or in the summer I'll sit outside and have half an hour gardening. I might bake a cake. All these things are artist dates, and I find them easy to do, so that's not a problem with that. And the other thing that Julia suggests is that if you want to feel creative, surround yourself with the things that give you joy. So you might in your house just have a table to do any creative work on. You might have a craft room. You might just have a little corner in the dining room or somewhere like that. It doesn't matter, as long as you can put something there that brings you joy. It might be a photo of your granddaughter or your grandson or your children or your friends. It might be a favourite piece of art, or it could be some nice books that you like to read. It could be a little vase of flowers, anything. And I'm going to show you now what I created in my craft room based on Julia's ideas, and I filled it with favourite art, favourite books, and I change it as well every 6 or 7 weeks and depending on the seasons, but I'll show you that now. So Julia Cameron recommends having an environment that can be creative and inspiring wherever you are, whether it's a small table or a room. I'm lucky enough to have a room, so this is my setup. It's took me about 3 years to figure out how to do it, but I use these crates as display shelves, and this changes probably about every 6 weeks depending on what my interests are. So at the moment I'm into Jane Austen's What Would Jane Do? That's a book on inspirational quotes from her books. I've got some of my artwork up there that can be changed when and if. I sometimes change it to the seasons. I might have snowdrops in the spring, or pussy willow in the autumn, that sort of thing. Got my favourite artwork up, the Bronte books, what I like, some old perfume bottles, anything that gives me joy or inspires me. Masks that I made, and some mixed media work, and some crystal stones that I sometimes use in meditation. So it could be anything though. It could be pictures on the wall, family photographs, whatever inspires you. So with that idea, I quite was able to do that. And while I'm here, I'm just going to show you my certificate, just to show you that I am actually qualified to do creative therapies as a practitioner. And we are entering a new year, so that means a new page in my art journal. Now, when I start a new art journal, I always do an introduction page, and anyone can do this. I thought I'd just show you a couple of my ideas, what I've done. This is an old art journal, but I thought, so I'll show you the inside. So I always start with telling the journal why I have the journal. So I keep a journal for multiple reasons. It's a place that I can go to document my life and work out my feelings. It's where I can practice my art and try out my supplies. I include photos, quotes and magazine pictures to express myself and fill my journal with fairy dust. So that's an introduction to the journal, and then I do a page to welcome in the new year. So this one I did a word of the year, which was opportunity. Everything will get better. It's not an easy journey, but everything will get better. And that's just so weird, because since I've written that, things have so changed in my life over this last year, what with me graduating and everything. I feel like there's lots of opportunities. So instead of New Year's resolutions, we're thinking of New Year's opportunities. So that word of the year came true in that one respect. And then I just thought I'd show you another one which is totally different. So this one, on this page, it says, a really good example of me. Here lies my soul. So I say to the journal, you know, let's go on this journey together. And then here, I'm welcoming 2024 and saying, I have so much to tell you, and now it begins. True Stories Days. So these are just bits of wallpaper, cut out words from a magazine, some splashy paint splodgers, some pictures and bits and scraps of paper. So it's one of those things that anyone can do. And in my art journals, they're quite personal. So I don't often show what's inside them, but I thought I'd show you the first pages just to inspire you to have a go at doing your own art journal. And that way you haven't got a lot of canvases to put somewhere. If you do it in an art journal, it's all together in a book, and you can go through it then when you feel like it, just to look at it and remember why you did that page and what it means to you. And I try and do 3 per month. So you get about 2 years per art journal. And I got my art journals from Jane Davenport, because then for mixed media you can throw anything at them and the pages don't buckle and paint don't show through, and you can put anything on them. So I highly recommend Jane Davenport's art journals. So that wraps up this video today. And please remember to make a comment below and like and share this video. And also thank you to my subscribers, and I hope you find some inspiration from this. And please respond in the comments below what you think about the Artist's Way book. And if you would like any other help through like gratitude journaling or mindfulness, you know, I'm excited to share the journey with you that I'm now embarking upon. So please like and share, and I'll see you in a few weeks. Bye.